If the game were 30, I would never be messing any of this up, man. It's a very big difference.
I make myself a snack, but there's no time!
They'll
Go.
Hey?
Yeah, it dips below 60 when the particles are on the screen. It's not consistent, but it still targets 60.
We can't jellyfish today. I'm going fishing for robots.
I mean, like, that's just console lag, man. Every game has console lag to an extent. Still targeting 60. I'm still mostly at 60. But yeah, it's gonna dip down to like 59, 58 occasionally. It just goes up and down. That's just how games are. But yeah, if it's dipping to like 58, if it's going up and down like so slightly that you can't even notice it, that's gonna impact how you do a frame perfect trick, even if it's barely noticeable. Like, just playing casually you would never notice that, but for a speedrun, like, it slows down to the point where, you know, if you jump on one frame, it could be the next frame. If it's barely dropping frame, or like barely slowing down. Hope that makes more sense.
That was a ton of fun. I should do it again sometime.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy!
Now I can wear 4 pairs of underwear. This is great.
I could boot up the game and like try to do it. But I'd probably be here for like an hour.
downtown.
I have to remember how to like turn on the practice codes and how to use
Number
them too.
1
It's
in the
been so
Bikini Bottom
long.
scavenger hunt. 3
It's been
years
like
running.
fucking 3 years. How about you just fucking talk about, how about you play this game, man? How about you fucking focus on playing this game? Fucking idiot. Like, what the fuck are you doing tonight? 6 fucking hours, you don't get a single fucking run. Talking about playing another game? Fuck yourself.
Just met the Sponginator. Sometimes pushing a simple button is the most satisfying. Push, 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 push.
Can't even fucking handle one game.
Kerplooey! Number 1 in the Bikini Bottom scavenger hunt. 3 years running. Thank you. Ow!
Thanks, man.
What?
Didn't even know that works that far down.
Number one.
Yo, thanks, man.
Here's another one.
How's Potter?
Hi, squirrel.
I gotta ask too. Do you enjoy doing those like full year like mega runs? That would drive me crazy, like having to play all those games. I'd be like agitated the whole time. Going 24 hours playing all those games through like the good and bad both. Honestly, you should do a subathon, man. You'd probably be good at it.
Number one in the Bikini Bottom scavenger hunt. Here's
Okay.
one. Thank you.
Yeah, it seems 50-50 sounds like better than what I was thinking. Oh, I see. It's for viewership. Okay, interesting. Didn't even realize that it was getting more views. Huh. Yeah, you just kind of fuck around. I get that. I kind of like did that sort of with like other SpongeBob games in the past. Like we had like memes playing in the background. We just like fuck around. Yeah. Except like I would compare against like worse segments. It would be like a complete meme. It'd be like -5 hours. Yeah, it was just like an anti-speedrun. It's obviously not the same thing, but like I get that. Like, you gotta have, like, the timer on the screen. People will, like, show up because of the timer.
With sleep, dream.
Yeah, slowly over time, I kind of, like, started making the timer less and less, like a bigger part of the stream during those streams. And, like, eventually I just took it away entirely. And now we're at the point where if there's a timer on the screen, people don't watch. What's up, Piga? Yeah, I had it by default because nobody else wanted to fucking play it. Yeah, that shit was a meme. It's so bad, yeah. It's like not even that much different than 8% because it's like, it's one of those games. Good. Yeah, we did 100% for lights, camera, pants on the hardest difficulty, and like, there were times where it'd take like 9 hours because there's so much fucking RNG. This is terrible. And there was just this one time we did it where it took 5.5 hours, and that's like, I'll never touch it again, because like, at that point, like, I had to get so lucky to actually beat that. Like, I had to actually like practice the game and get lucky. which, like, neither of those things I'm interested in pursuing. So it's pretty much a dead meme now.
I feel like I should be working.
There's no way that shit just... Good game.
So, that's
Yeah, they're not as, like, into watching the hardcore grind, I guess. Yeah. No, I feel that.
what you're. Fuck. Okay.
Thanks, man. You have a good one. Yeah, I don't know where you'd be able to find a clip of that in Noki 6, but... I think I learned it from Dide. Like, I watched his runs. Probably find it, like, one of his old runs, like a straightforward strat.
Looks like the robots left itself vulnerable. Great barrier reef.
Yeah, the chat gets, like, sweaty.
Now the robot
Yeah, no, I feel that.
beating out there. The robot better
Yeah.
change tactics and fast.
Yeah, except, like, all those viewers are just, like, they're just so cocky, but, like, they just all suck at the game. Like, they're all just, like, terrible speedrunners, but they're so insanely cocky.
Flying! The old clothesline move. The robot's losing its head. What a shocking takedown by Patrick.
Yeah, they all think they're so fucking good. It's so funny.
Flying! The old clothesline move.
It's also, like, really fucking backhanded and annoying when people are like, I'm sure you get this shit too. It's like, would you ever consider running Mario? I'd love to see what time you could get. Like, it's just so, like, what's wrong with this, right? Like, is this not impressive enough for you? Like, do I have to play the more popular game? See how I compare to other people who are playing the game for the sake of comparing to other people? It's like such a joke.
Wow! I've never seen such an electrifying match.
Yeah, there's like so much, like even if you're not playing Mario, you can't even like avoid the strays related to Mario. It's so fucking toxic. Just everywhere.
Flying! The old clothesline move. Whoa! What an opening for a guy literally filled with openings! Oh, what an uppercut!
It's not even that, like, there's a large group of people who genuinely believe that Mario 64 is the only competitive speedrun or the only difficult speedrun, which is like laughable.
Nice move by SpongeBob. This match is just
They won't
over.
expand their horizons. It's like the same fucking mentality as the Nintendo absolutism, where like you don't look at games outside of your Nintendo Switch and think that they're the only games that ever been made. It's the same mentality.
That rope.
It's a little silly, but yeah, a lot of Nintendo fans are delusional like that. Yeah, go practice, yeah. I watched another runner of a different game do a different trick, and they practiced it and got better at it. Okay. Yeah, it's like, I was like, growing up in high school, like when I first got on the internet, I got sucked into that same group. Just like, make Nintendo your personality and like obsess over Nintendo. But honestly, the quickest wake-up call was coming across this game, getting really into this game, and realizing like, wow, like these speedruns aren't even that interesting compared to this one. So like ever since then, I've kind of just been out of it. I like expand and look at all kinds of different games. Yeah, this game is a big wake-up call for people if they've never like seen a run of this before. Dude, how about you go fuck yourself, man? Yeah, my audience is like pretty mixed. Like a good portion of my viewers are just like practicing their own games while they're watching me. But I've been around for a really long time, and like it's been like that for a while. Like this game did have a lot of people who were like that, like for the first like several years of its existence. But yeah, I think that a lot of people have just like matured and grown out of it, and we have like good role models around people who know how to like keep it to themselves. This is gonna be an issue, I'm sure. It's because of Rehydrated. Like, we had a massive peak, and everybody kind of just like fell off after that. Like for a lot of people, that was like the big moment. We've been slowly like growing back since then, but yeah. We kind of just got nuked, like, straight down. Like, it's been an established community for a long time. But up to Rehydrated, it was, like, growing, you know, more people talking about it, growing. But Rehydrated, like, everybody heard about it, so there's not much more room to grow after that. Like, the steady growth kind of got cut off. Yeah, that's really what it is, though, is like, it's just steadily growing for many, many years, and then it peaks, like, insanely hard, and then everybody already knows about it, or, like, they're aware of it, so, like, it's not as, like, curious, like, unique, or, like, unestablished, so people just, like, they kind of know about it, and they follow it loosely, but... Yeah, I mean, that's the reason why, like, a lot of my other stuff gets a lot of attention. Like, people know about it, and they're, like, keeping tabs on it, but they're not watching it every day. I mean, like, my records still get more views than they ever have on average, but that could also be because they're, like, fewer and further apart.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy!
Yeah, sub 50 was the biggest the game ever got, like, the most live viewership for one run. Yeah, I've had conversations, I mean, like, I've had experiences with Simply, but that's for another day. That was a funny time, like 5 years ago, 6 years ago now. But like, yeah, I've had conversations with Simply about like speedrunning before. We've exchanged advice on like health stuff. Because he went through a thing with his wrist, I don't know if you remember that. We both kind of like had a problem and like had to figure out a solution. Shit, alright, so I would have actually done the wrong thing if I didn't do that, so. Yeah.
Welcome.
I've like read the book that he talks about a little bit. It's fascinating stuff, but I still think that like I'm much more like physiological over like mental when it comes to that kind of stuff. Like it's probably like a bad habit or something you're eating or like something like along those lines if you're having those kinds of problems. And I think that like part of like refreshing your mentality could lead to stuff like that changing, but I stick by the diet, man. I still stick by like that's the answer to every problem.
Your hunt 3 years running. Thank you.
Yeah, everybody knows me and they know about the game, but yeah.
So that's Bubble.
I mean, that sounds good to me. I'm glad that people like what I'm doing with the game.
Hello.
We're gonna need to get some money. Oh, okay. I didn't realize it was this good.
So that's quality craftsmanship. So that's
Yeah, so
that's
I'm gonna have some issues with money, but it's fine.
so that's so that's so that's so that's
Oh, this is fine. Yeah. This is fine. I've been getting that more often as well. The 1 frame jump at the end. It's been going pretty okay.
Yikes! Looks like SpongeBob's in for a rough ride.
So yeah, this run's actually good. I didn't even realize it was actually good. So I wasn't paying attention.
Great Barrier Reef.
Yeah. I mean, I keep like checking the numbers, but like it actually is a run.
That's the ticket.
Yeah, that's the fucking the Patrick thing where you hit Patrick and go over to the Poseidon gate. Yeah. Yeah, it messes up the whole route basically. If you talk to him and if you hit him and you talk to him the frame after you talk to him, then you have to like do all that shit. Yeah, it sucks. This run is actually good. It's actually a good run.
Go see dough and around you go.
Like anything under a 2210 is good, and we got a 2207.8. Which you could say it's like a 2210 or a 2211 because I gotta make up shinies. Yeah, all 2 brain cells are working at full capacity for me. The brain cells are sharing information. Yeah, because now you have like negative pacing too. Like you go over and you gotta figure out how to get under. Like the beginning of the game has all that extra shit too.
That hot goo could melt anything. ticket. One more douse with that stuff, and SpongeBob will be back in the ring. Oh, that was a doozy.
It overlaps the cutscene. So you trade the socks while watching the cutscene, saves 3 seconds. You have to toss it to him on the exact frame that the bubble wand hits him.
That does it. SpongeBob is back in the fight.
I feel like a new sponge.
The robot better change tactics and fast.
I'm...
What?
Just met the Sponginator.
Keep.
SpongeBob, it's all the wants to go.
I'm Bill. Congratulations, SpongeBob. You beat my best time. Here's a...
SpongeBob, it's all the wants to go.
I've got...
Say hello to my little bubble friend. SpongeBob, it's all the wants to go.
the marmalade.
Squid. SpongeBob Mission Control, the launch to go.
Where are all the security?
Say hello to my little bubble friend. Get bubble power! Bubble power! SpongeBob Mission Control, the launch to go.
I have
SpongeBob Mission Control, the launch to go. Bubble.
Here we are.
Say hello to my little bubble friend. Say hello to my little bubble friend. SpongeBob Mission Control, the launch to go. Huh? Say hello to my little bubble friend. Huh?
Oh, right. Hey.
Say hello to my little bubble friend. Say hello to my little bubble friend. Left. Say hello to my little bubble friend. Number one in the Bikini Bottom scavenger hunt, 3 years running. Thank you. I got...
What do you want?
Ow! Say hello. Ow! SpongeBob, did you know the launch to go? You've just met the Sponginator.
So that... The graveyard.
SpongeBob, you know the launch to go. Say hello to my little friend. SpongeBob Division Control, the launch to go. Oh, say hello to my little bubble friend. Say hello to my little bubble friend. Say hello to my
Ahoy!
What?
Say hello to my little bubble friend. They serve food here, yes, but they don't serve love.
And here we are, folks, the main event! A gauntlet of ever-increasing ferocity! SpongeBob has an opening, but will he get the drop on the robot? SpongeBob be able to neutralize the giant robot's brain?
That is a real shame. But you know what? I'm surprised it made it that far. Considering I can't even believe that it's even possible to get a world record off of this. Like, that's insane. I feel like I would have just been really disappointed. Like, I probably would have just been, like, upset because, like, think about it, right? I wasn't, like, with the setup, I was not going to get my best split. So, like, even if I got the best one I've ever gotten, or, like, tied to my best, it would have missed the 41 by, like, a second or something. What was that, like, 14? Yeah, I don't know about that. It probably would have been, like, a 42.00.1 or something. I don't know. I'm coping, but, like, yeah. I don't think that was supposed to be it. And, yeah, it's kind of ridiculous that, I mean, this run was, like, genuinely terrible. I know it's cliched, but, I mean, didn't think that was gonna be anything after that miss. I'm not gonna lie. But, I mean, if you really want me to just, like, talk through this, I mean, this was all, like, fine up until this. I guess we'll just say also that, like, this, I have 10 seconds before this that can be saved. This was stupid, obviously we had to make up for earlier, so this is a few. So it's like 13 seconds. This is gonna be about a total of 33 seconds thus far. This was fine, but we'll say like 34. This was stupid. This was really stupid. So like 47 seconds. 50. I'd say there's about a minute and 5 seconds in this run that can be saved. Asian Lover, thank you for Twitch Prime. Yeah, a little over a minute that can be saved in this run. I don't think that sub 41 will happen with these strats though. I think that'd be kind of silly to try for that when there are other things that can be added and labbed out. And like I said, like, I mean, this is the biggest year for this game since pre-COVID, right? Like this is like the most, I mean, at least for like expert level strats, like this is the most time that we've saved in general for the game, like for world record level, since before the pandemic. So the last time we had this much time in 1 year was, like, to actually lab out and save was 2019. Thank you, Punk, for the tier 1. Much appreciated. Yeah, this run was kind of stupid, honestly. Like, this was definitely 41 pace by a very solid margin, going up to Sand Mountain 2, obviously. It's always Sand Mountain, right? Kelp Forest thing was cringe, and yeah, I don't know. I can't believe that this, like, it was possible to get a world record off of messing up the graveyard like that, because I gotta say, man, like, this was really outdated. This should have happened a while ago. And it's still outdated. This is still a terrible run. Yeah, I thought it was for sure dead, too, after missing that, because it loses so much time. It's, you're losing like 15 seconds minimum for messing that up. And there was like movement stuff going on. Actually, maybe it's like a 10-second cost for miss if you get it really quickly. Somewhere between 10 and 15 seconds. But 15 is like pretty safe to guess. Yeah, I knew that like there was like a good chance that I could have gotten something after that R cancel in the museum, or like the museum spatula cancel. Whatever you call it, whatever you prefer to call it. Yeah, no, we salvaged this pretty well. What was weird about, like, I mean, you saw me yell like "fuck" when I got the cruise boost in Sand Mountain. I thought I got too much speed, but I guess it was fine. Like the displacement that I got from the Tiki, I'm like fuck. But then when I started jumping, I'm like, wait, this might actually be fine. I don't understand what happened in the lodge though. Like the first one, I straight up missed it. I just straight up like missed the jump. Really rare and strange mess up there, but like whatever. Yeah, if you have, so like for the Sand Mountain thing, if you have too little speed, you don't clip the gate, and if you get too much speed, you clip the gate instantly. You want to get a speed that's right in the middle, and that gets you stuck inside the gate. So you want to get stuck inside the gate so you can turn, and that lets you angle it into the box. Because once you get the spatula, once SpongeBob touches the spatula, you lose control of everything except for the camera. So you get stuck inside the gate on the first bash, and then you turn it, like while you're bashing. Yeah, like while you're mid-bash animation, you're turning to face the box to set the angle up, and then you bash again, which both bashes are L bashes, so you gotta press the L trigger and the Y button on the same frame. So you do that once, you set up the angle during the bash animation, then you L bash again, and you gotta turn the camera so when he flips around to face the camera, he jumps into the box. That's how you save the 10 seconds there. So yeah, I thought it was over multiple times throughout this. But if I recall, I think that we have like 9 seconds that we saved since the last time I got something. So yeah, this still isn't even like updated to like the strats, not even like the skill level, let alone the strats. We should really just be sub 4210 by now. Like, this is ridiculous. And then like 41 is like, clearly this run demonstrated that I'm capable of getting that. Like, especially because the graveyard thing costs so much time. I mean, we were basically right there. This run could have maybe even potentially been a 41 if I got the graveyard first try, and if I didn't mess up the cruise boost on the cannons. Like, it was a possibility. But yeah, I mean, whatever. And like, I bashed because I thought I was getting stuck in the brain. That bash probably cost like an extra, like over a second or something. This could have even maybe been like a 4212. Could have been a 4212 maybe even at the very end, but better than soft locking, must say. Because soft locking is never fun. I still regard that soft lock earlier in the year, the one that came immediately before the 109, as the worst experience I've ever had speedrunning in 7 years. Yeah, it's always sus. That clip is terrible. Genuinely terrible. That's one thing where I'd be okay if it had never been found. Because the alternative is like 2 seconds. It's literally 2 seconds slower. But it actually is consistent. But you can't just like throw 2 seconds. It's too much time. Yeah, this run's terrible. Terrible run. I really could have almost gotten it tonight, man. Like, if Graveyard went better, if Kelp Forest hadn't had stupid stuff, if Sand Mountain, like, I'm seeing like sub 4140 potential here, like mid 41 potential. It's ridiculous how outdated my times are. Thanks. Yeah, this is still really outdated and bad, but yeah, I hope something comes soon. I'll keep working at it. I'll keep putting the time in. There's no guarantee I'm ladding stuff, but I'm gonna be looking into, or there's no guarantee I'm adding stuff right now, but when 41 eventually happens, hopefully I'll be starting to lab the displacement boosts, displacement pulls out of Tikis. Stuff like glideless and the bathroom boost skip. I'll probably look into the kelp one too, but that one's like super risky and saves even less time than it used to since the new entrance that was figured out at some point. I think in August or September, I can't remember. Yeah, they're like displacement boosts are like the final like icing on the cake, and then after that we have to find a lot of strats. I don't think it saves 30. I think that 15 is a much more reasonable guess for like how much that would save practically in a run. Yeah, I can do more runs because like, you know, why not? But I really do have to get back to work on that retrospective video for the subathon. I'm 24 to 20. I'm almost 25 minutes in. It's gonna end up being like a 37, 38 minute video probably. Oh yeah, it's still a lot of time. I mean, that's like absolutely necessary. Like, I do think that like the strats that it currently exists, like if you play long enough, like eventually 40 will happen. Like we'll probably have 40 happen next year, hopefully. You know, fingers crossed, but yeah, 39 is not guaranteed to happen with the current state of the game. We need to find a lot more strats to make that happen. But, you know, I'm optimistic. I think that UCBs have a lot more potential. I think that Dream moving around more, like doing a fast nut in the middle of the game with the bull bash, multi-layered frame perfect bullshit, just everywhere, is basically the future of the game. If you wouldn't already admit it is already, we can just pretend it's not to get us by each day without having a mental breakdown playing the game. Yeah, I can't believe that run managed to get anything off of messing up that graveyard strat. It loses an insane amount of time to mess that up, man. That was pretty clutch, honestly. And still by a pretty solid margin. I mean, a 6-second PB is very, very good. That's a big PB. But for an overdue runner, like, yeah, that sucks. We need better than that. Yeah, we were really getting to that point where it's like nothing but 1 frames at some point. I was thinking that Museum might get routed out sometime soon, but you know, it's still a pretty decent spatula. Now with the new sock cycle, we get 2 socks. Middle tire was also a possibility. I wouldn't say it isn't a possibility either. It could still potentially be labbed out. But yeah, socks are pretty important right now, man, because we're running out of good socks. But yeah, I wouldn't say that middle tire museum isn't a possibility. Museum will probably still stay in the run for a while, unless UCB strats and rock bottom streets get way faster. In that case, we'd probably just like get socks from Slipside anyway. And then like Squidward's Dream is just like the worst spatula in the run right now, especially because like I'm not going for the fast cycle every run. On runs where I go for the fast cycle, it's still the slowest spatula in the game, even with an extra sock. So we're getting to the point where like Dream is probably going to be over before we even get past Robopat. Like we'll probably be doing like most of the Dream stuff either in one shot in the middle of the game, or like still mostly in early and then doing like Sandy's Dream in the middle, something like that. That could be another like way that we go from here. That's probably like likely to be the future of that. Yeah, I can see those spatulas moving around, and like again, like UCB is like kind of pushing that more. Like we're switching out some spatulas. It makes the middle of the game, because like again, if we're doing like all the Dream stuff before we end up going to Industrial Park, that saves some menuing too. That saves some seconds in menuing if we're not going all the way down to Dream. It's always out of the way. That's my rant about my game knowledge and the current discussions and routing meta. I guess the last thing to mention is that the Kelp Forest UCB is going to change the timing for that sock on top of the pillar. It's probably still doable. You could probably still get it, but it's just stupid. No problem, man. Yeah, I guess we could do a little bit more, but I don't know. I really got to get back to work on that video. I want it to be out this weekend. I'll hit the cheeky tweet and then we'll keep going. Thank you, Nimbus, for 3 months. Gangster.